Before I begin, if you love real stories of heartbreak, betrayal, and hard-earned self-respect, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear your experiences too. It started with a text I'll never forget. Had the best night with Jake, smirking face. My hands froze, my stomach twisted. I read it again, thinking maybe I'd misread, maybe my eyes were playing tricks. But I hadn't. Jake. The same name I had warned her about weeks earlier. I warned you, I muttered under my breath. Keep seeing him and I'm gone. First she laughed. That careless, confident laugh that made me want to believe everything was fine. You're ridiculous, she said, brushing it off as if it were a joke. She didn't realize then that I meant every word. I wasn't threatening. I was stating a truth I hoped wouldn't come to pass. In the weeks that followed, I started noticing the subtle signs. A phone that buzzed and was quickly hidden. Calls she said were from work but didn't make sense. A sudden interest in going out with friends that never included me. At first I questioned myself, maybe I was imagining it, maybe I was being paranoid. But my gut told me otherwise. One evening I came home early from work, thinking I'd surprise her with dinner. I remember the smell of roasted chicken in the oven, the warm light spilling from the kitchen. But the warmth of the scene was undercut by a message flashing across her phone screen. A name I recognized instantly. Jake. I froze, unsure if I wanted to look or run. But curiosity, or maybe fear, got the better of me. I saw the messages. Plans, laughter, flirtation. Small details that didn't seem like much alone, but together painted a picture I wasn't ready to see. I tried to convince myself that I was overreacting. Maybe it was just a phase. Maybe she wasn't serious. But every laugh, every glance at her phone, every little excuse chipped away at the foundation of trust one had built over years. Then came the day I finally confronted her. We were in the living room, sunlight streaming through the blinds, dust particles dancing like tiny witnesses to the scene. I had rehearsed my words in my head 100 times, trying to find the balance between hurt and reason. I saw the messages, I said, keeping my voice steady despite the storm in my chest. With Jake. All of them. She looked at me, eyes widening, then narrowing as if trying to find the right lie. It's not what you think, she started. But I saw the hesitation, the crack in her voice. That's when I realized the truth was undeniable. Not what I think. I repeated, my voice rising slightly, not in anger but in disbelief. You're meeting him, laughing with him, texting him late at night. And I'm supposed to just pretend it's harmless? Her shoulders slumped. I didn't plan it. I didn't want to hurt you. Just happened. I felt disconnected. I thought maybe you wouldn't notice. I took a deep breath, trying to control the whirlwind of emotions, betrayal, heartbreak, anger, disbelief. I warned you. I told you if you kept seeing him I'd leave. And you laughed. You actually laughed at me. The room was silent except for the hum of the air conditioner. I could feel the weight of years collapsing around me. The little moments that once seemed harmless now felt like pieces of a lie. The dinners she said were with friends. The late-night texts she claimed were work-related. Every memory carried the sting of betrayal. I realized painfully that love alone wasn't enough to keep a marriage alive when trust is broken. Sometimes walking away is not a defeat. It's survival. I can't do this anymore, I said finally, voice breaking but firm. I can't stay in a marriage where I'm not enough, where my trust means nothing. I'm leaving. Tears welled up in her eyes, not out of relief but desperation. Please. I love you. I can fix this. I'll stop seeing him. I promise. I shook my head. It's too late. I warned you. You laughed. I gave you chances but you made your choice. This isn't just about him. It's about respect, honesty, and what we've lost. Walking out that door was the hardest decision I've ever made. The hallway felt longer than it had ever been, the weight of my suitcase heavy in my hands. Every step was a mix of grief and relief. I remembered our first date, our wedding day, the quiet moments that now felt tainted by deception. And yet, I also felt something I hadn't felt in a long time: clarity. In the weeks that followed, I focused on reclaiming myself. I reconnected with friends who reminded me of my worth. I took long walks in the evening, letting the cool air clear my mind. I remembered the hobbies I loved but had abandoned, and I allowed myself to grieve, not just for her betrayal, but for the illusion of love I thought I had. Eventually, I realized something liberating. Betrayal doesn't define you. It doesn't have to destroy your capacity to love or trust again. It's a wound, yes, but one that can heal with time, self-respect, and honest reflection. I didn't hate her, not really. I understood in a painful way how her choices had led her here. But love alone can't fix dishonesty. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away, even if it shatters your heart. So if you've ever been in my shoes, if you've ever loved someone so deeply only to see the truth unfold, know this. It's okay to choose yourself. It's okay to set boundaries, to leave, to reclaim your dignity. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your experiences, your heartbreaks, and how you found the courage to walk away too. Because sometimes the hardest moments teach us the most about who we are and who we deserve to be.